What's up? This is David, and this is the 30,000 feet view of the entire business model, and I like to call it the evergreen freedom digital business model. And so here's like the big picture of things, and we're going to be diving into each of these sections here. But let's start up at the top. And so again, this is like the overarching view of the entire business model, and I call it the evergreen model with the new digital leverage twist on it, because we're going to be using new digital tools so that we can have more and massive amounts of leverage for our business, so that we can actually enjoy our lives and have the freedom that we're after. So 15 years ago, when I first got involved in digital marketing, there was this one business model that kept coming up again and again and again and again, and this is the reason why I call it the evergreen model. And it never died either, like some of these other like short-lived business models that come and go, right? And these were the days of like the Frank Kerns of the world, like the John Carltons of the world, the Jeff Walkers of the world, these figures you see on the left here. And I want to say these are like the pioneers of digital marketing, right? And the thing that I saw common between them was that they all used a very similar business model, but just in their own way, right? So it has stood the test of time since then, and I believe will continue to do so, because I believe it's one of the best business models that the internet has to offer. And it is very simple. This is it right here. It's just four things. Okay, just four things. So we have traffic. We have, change up the color here. We have traffic. We have getting that traffic to a landing page. And then on the landing page, you capture the email. And then with the email, you send emails. Ideally, every day, you're ideally making an offer every day. And then in those emails, you are selling a product or service, and you make money, and this is your business. And this is all that there is. And you can make, millions, 8 figures in just by doing these 4 steps. And that is it. And to go a little bit further here, so we have traffic, right? And let's go a little bit deeper here. So like we have traffic. We have 2 kinds of traffic. We have organic traffic and we have paid traffic, right? And I'm going to be diving more deeply into each of these. And then we get them to a landing page. And mostly the main objective of the landing page is to capture the email. Okay, to capture the email. And then we can do that by either offering a free training or like a lead magnet of sorts. And then we communicate via email. And selling is done mostly, I want to say 98% is done via email. And nowadays you can do it also through DM as well, okay? So the old way, if you're doing like a VSL, right? So old way of doing things, it's not even that old, it's maybe like, I don't know, 6-7 years old, is to send people to a calendar to book what we call a discovery call. And then you get on a 45-minute call, and then you make sales. And the reason I don't like this way is because first and foremost, you have to do a sales calls. And nowadays, like so many people have done sales calls now. Like we can see a sales call coming a mile away, and you can like label it in many different ways, like discovery call, a fit call, strategy session, whatever. But it is a freaking sales call, right? So we're just adding different labels to it. But people hate doing these. Like I hate doing this. Like, do you want to like wait 45 minutes to like, find out a price for a program? It's like, it's kind of getting ridiculous now, and people are catching on, right? So the new way instead is now we use, if we're doing a VSL, if we're doing a new VSL, instead of doing that, we just have them send us a DM requesting the offer. And that is it. No sales calls. And then we send them an offer via Google Doc, and we make sales. That is it. Very, very simple. And you can get rid of the entire sales call process, because a sales call is a means to an end. A sales team is a means to an end. And at the end of the day, you don't want to improve your booking rate. You don't want to improve your no-show rate. You don't want to improve your sales team. You want sales, right? At the end of the day, you want sales. And there are many, many different ways of creating that sales, those sales. Okay. So we're taking this evergreen model, like I said, the 4 steps, right? And we're adding massive amounts of digital leverage. So we continue to provide amazing value to clients, creating abundance while maintaining our freedom. Welcome to the new way, ladies and gents. All right, so we have like the 4 different sections here, right? 4 different sections, and we're going to dive in deeper into each of these sections here. So first and foremost, we have traffic. Like I said, there's 2 different types of traffic, right? We have traffic through ads, paid, and we have organic traffic. Okay, so let's start with ads. So the ads that we want to create, we want to be super targeted ads, okay, that attract dream clients and that filters out any pain in the ass clients. Like, I really hate doing that. I really hate dealing with pain in the ass clients. They might pay me money, but then nowadays I rather not. Even if they pay me a decent amount of money, it's just like it's not worth the headache and like the energy drain and all that, right? So we target super targeted ads that attract dream clients only, okay? And so we use stupid simple image and text ads with Facebook and Instagram. And there's many different ways of doing it. You can also make videos and you can do like YouTube ads. But I want to say at first, I think it's best to start with a text and an image-based ad. And that way you can test many different ways, right? You can like go to ChatGPT and then have it, churn out like 20 different images and then test those and then find the winners. And then when you find a winner that's based on text and image, then you turn that into a video, because creating videos, they take a long time, right? And you don't even know if the ad's gonna work, so you test it first with image and text. So what we do is, again, we take that ad, we bring them to a landing page and then to an email funnel, right? And then we have, instead of sales calls, we have short conversations through emails or DMs, and then we send them our Google Doc offer. And on top of that, of course, we are adding digital leverage because we are using, and I'll show you in a different training, but we're using AI for your images, your copy, your video, and of course, if you want to do it yourself, you want to add that creativity and like the human element. I write my ads myself because I just love that creativity. You can do it yourself as well. And so here are just some of the results that I'm currently getting with like this like process here. We're using digital leverage and using AI and stuff like that. And of course, we always want to test, right? So we want to test the landing pages to make sure that we are consistently getting higher and higher opt-in rates, right? So that is one way to generate traffic. The other way is through organic. And we are also using that via digital leverage. And I'm also like testing this stuff myself. So I'm like kind of like, I will show you in real time what's working and what's not working to generate clients for our business. So I'm like, doing a bunch of tests with like AI and stuff. So step 1, because we have AI that is like helping us out, it's like a freaking digital army now, right? And we're using, or what I'm using anyways, is I'm using one long written content. That is it, one long written content, and I'm using that for my email, for my blog post, and I'm like just posting it everywhere, right? Posting it everywhere. So I'm using that written content and or video content if you're more like a video person. But then we're using AI to post it everywhere. So you're posting it to IG, you're posting it to X, you're posting it to LinkedIn, you're posting it to Meta. So you're just writing it once, and then automatically it's just going to get posted everywhere else, okay? And step 2 is you're using that long form content that you wrote, and then you're making a video out of it, okay? So you're making a video out of that one long form content, okay? Video content. We're just using that written content, and practically you're like reading it pretty much. And like this video that you're seeing, it's like I wrote it down before, and then I kind of like just converted it into like the Figma board thing here. And so that is it. And then that becomes your long form video. And then AI also takes that and repurposes it and posts it to all these different platforms, okay? And then this is a optional additional step. But if you want to take that long video and if you want to convert that automatically into short video, well, we can also have AI do this, and AI automatically turns it into shorts and auto captions it and takes the best parts of like your long form video and gives it like a virality score, and automatically posts it to wherever, you know, platform that you want it. So like we have like one form of content, and then the army, freaking digital army, like goes out and then posts it everywhere else. Okay, so it's insane how much leverage you can get nowadays. So essentially you're taking one long form written content, which you're practically writing it anyways for your emails, and then making a video out of it, and then having AI post the written everywhere, and then having the AI post the video form everywhere. And then you have the long form video into short form, and then have AI post that everywhere, and then you can schedule this multiple times a day, getting a lot of exposure. So we just write and record like once a week. That's pretty much it, and let the digital army do the work, because emails are automated and you're making offers in the email. Like you have like this crazy automated client acquisition freaking system, right? And again, you're using massive digital leverage while doing it. So that is step one, that is traffic. And step two is landing page. Okay, landing page, taking that traffic somewhere. And this can be done many different ways with like many different software. I use Go High Level, and I think the Go High Level is just a Swiss Army knife of digital marketing. But with a landing page, you can either offer them like a lead magnet, which is easy to consume, like templates or like some kind of like shortcut, or you can send them to like a mini VSL. And I'll also give you throughout the different trainings, I'll be giving you my own landing pages, so you can kind of just copy and paste into your own account, and my own like lead magnets as well. So landing page can be super simple, right? Super simple. Like the ones I'm using, the one I'm getting great results right now. It's just like as a freaking headline up top, and then a freaking it's not even a video, it's a image to the video, and when they click on it, like they get a pop-up requesting their email. You know what I mean? And then a freaking button down below. That's it. That's my freaking landing page, and I get like 36% opt-in rates from that. And so the main thing here is we want the email, right? The whole point of the landing page is to get the email. And we set up email automation funnels on the back end. And then I'll give you my snapshots so you can copy and paste it in the other trainings. But then we just, again, like the digital army is working for us. They're just sending the emails for us, right? And we put that landing page link everywhere, okay? Everywhere. You don't just post it once. You make it like the freaking centerpiece of your freaking digital presence, okay? So you put it in your YouTube descriptions, you put it at the end of Facebook posts, your Twitter bio, at the end of emails, IG posts, IG stories, and you can also set up a DM automation, and I'll give you like my mini chat automation as well, which you can just send the link to, okay? And then if you do this, you wake up to a lot of inbound DMs, so you don't have to like outreach anymore. And upsell, this is optional, but you have the option to upsell them after they give you their email. So after they opt in here, right? After they opt in, they give you their email, so you already have their email, right? And then you give them a one-time offer. You send them a one-time offer. And so this can help recoup the cost of ads. So you can have a one-time offer of maybe like, anywhere from $7 to $100, and it'll actually can make the ads free or recoup a big percentage of the ads that you spent. So you're pretty much getting a freaking customer for free, right? You're pretty much getting their emails for free in a sense, right? And some people, small percentage of the people will buy after giving their email, and depending on the upsell that you have. So you're sending them to this upsell page, and then some of the people, they will get the offer and they will buy, and you will recoup a lot of the ad costs. So essentially it costs you, in an ideal world, you'll get paid to generate a customer. So that is the landing page. And number 3 is we send them emails, right? We send them emails. And emails are like the backbone of the freaking internet. Not just the backbone of digital marketing, not just the backbone of, I think, any internet marketing. I think everybody should be collecting emails, but the backbone of the freaking internet. So what we call backend, quote, backend, is just emails. We're just sending emails. And email is the centerpiece of, should be the centerpiece of any digital business, because email is the backbone of the internet. And I have a separate, video kind of explaining why that is. So if we have somebody's primary email, right? Like, don't we have access to many of their socials too at the same time? It's like, how did you sign up to your Instagram? How did you sign up for YouTube? It's like you probably used your primary email, right? So we have access to many of their socials. And again, the email funnel is very simple. You just make offers. Like, you just send an email, ideally every day, and you just make offers throughout the emails, right? And so here are some email stats, and I shared this in a separate video that will help you get excited about email marketing. Is on average, a person checks their email 15 times a day. 15 times a day. And like looking at and on my life, it's like, if I count how many times of email I check a day, it's like uncountable. Like, I check it so many freaking times. Not only because my business runs on email, but then I get like bills through the email. Like, I get many things through the email, and so I just naturally end up checking it a lot. So over 50% of people begin their day by checking their email, versus only 11% check Facebook. Plus, with email, we're not at the mercy of the social media algorithms, right? Email marketing, the ROI is crazy. It's 36x to 42x, not percentage, times X, right? Email converts 40 times better than social media, not percentage, times. And 81% of phone users say email is the most popular activity they use their phone for. So here is a chart of like the different ROI that you can expect from like these different social media platforms, right? And email is on top, and I want to say like it has been on top for many, many years, because I remember there was like similar like studies in the past. This was a long time ago, like 10 years ago, and the numbers were pretty similar to these. So every dollar you spend on email marketing, you get $42 back. So that's why it is crucial to capture their email, right? Capture their email. Of course, it doesn't happen instantly. Like, these numbers happen over time, but over time, the lifetime value of the customer goes up gradually over time, right? The more emails you send, the more money you make, the more money you make for the business. Plus, here's a big plus, you're building an asset. Right? You're building a freaking asset that you own, and not the social media. Like Google, Meta, LinkedIn, like these are not yours. These are theirs, right? But when you have an email list, this is actually your asset. By acquiring email, you pretty much become uncancelable, right? You become uncancelable, and you're not at the mercy of their algorithm once again. And we can automate this, right? We can automate this, and we can get help nowadays from AI and AI copywriters, and I'll show you what I'm currently using in different trainings. But we write these emails, and then we edit them with a personal touch. It becomes so easy to make these emails. And ideally, we want to make offers every single day. Like, the thing is this, right? The most successful like coaches and consultants that I know, the most successful people and copywriters that I know, they make an offer every day. They make an offer every day, and they make millions. And there's a reason why, right? And success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. Do what the successful people are doing, and just model after them, right? They send an email every freaking day, and you should too. Okay, success leaves clues. The best part is you can freaking automate this entire thing. Or you can freaking batch it, right? You can like take a day out of the week, do all your emails, and then you're freaking done for the week, right? And so we have the email automation digital army, and I'll send you like the go high level snapshots so that you can kind of like copy and paste it into your own, and then use these as like a guide, as like a template. So that's email. And the last step is to sell your product or your service, right? That is it. And this is what I like to call the money wall. So on this left side, we have, people who haven't paid us yet. So these are like the leads, right? And then we get them via, like the landing page and the lead magnet and the VSL, right? But our goal is to try to get them over to this side of the wall and do that as quickly as possible, right? Because like just sending somebody, even if they paid a small amount, even if they paid you like $7, it is so much easier to upsell them to like a higher paying program. It's so much easier to have them convert into like a recurring client versus like these free people over here. Like, it's just so much easier. So our goal is to have them get over to this side of the money wall, and that can include like like small samples, like turning a lead into a customer and then a customer into a client, right? So we're turning a lead into a one-time customer, and then from a customer to like a client, which is a client. In my definition is like somebody that pays you recurringly, right? So you can offer them like maybe like $100 workshops. You can offer them paid trials to maybe like your community. Maybe you have a lower ticket community. You can offer them maybe like something for like $7, $9, whatever. Maybe it's like a template or a shortcut of some kind. And then you get them over to the money wall, and then you upsell them to like some of your programs, right? Maybe you have a community program that you want to upsell them to, or you have a group or one-on-one. So this entire thing is very customizable, right? Very customizable. I'm just showing you like there's a better way by using digital leverage. And then when you have digital armies working for you, everything becomes so much easier, and you just have so much more time and freedom while maintaining abundance, while making quite a bit of money, right? So that is it. That is the overarching view of this freedom business model that is evergreen, by the way. And again, this is very, very simple. We want to keep things as simple as possible, because simple scales, right? Simple scales. Complexity is often very hard to scale. And of course, with simplicity, we have the added benefit of reducing our stress, reducing time and energy into the business, and just living life. This is the lifestyle model as well, right? All right, so that is it. If you have any questions, please feel free to answer. Please feel free to ask me. And that's it for this video. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.